Hi, welcome back to Hydroponics Daily. Today we're talking about allelopathy, or allelopathy, however you want to say it. I know that pathy means death or disease. I've no idea what allelo means, so drop a comment if you know. It's a phenomenon that occurs when you grow plants together, normally of different species. This is important because a lot of people now are doing like living soil type grows, or where they're mixing, grasses below other crops and things like this. It's also important in gardening and things like this, where you'll find a negative interaction between different crops, or multi-cropping on farms where they've started to grow two crops together. So like near here, there's a research trial where they're growing boats, which is barley and oats together, and you get positive interactions like the nitrogen being absorbed by the beans. And then you get negative interactions, which are allelopathy. So this can be scientifically shown where you grow plants of two different species in separate pots, and they grow really well. But if you were to grow them together, one or maybe both of them their growth will be impeded, and that's because of chemicals released by one of the plants to harm the other plants, to outcompete them. So they produce a natural herbicide. And the classic example of this is black walnut, or juglone nigra. And this releases a chemical called juglone, which sounds like a rap band from the south of America. I'm sure there's something like that, the juglones or something like that. Anyway, it's a chemical. I think it's an alkaloid, and it's released from the roots of the black walnut. And juglone stops a lot of plants from growing underneath black walnuts. So if you see a walnut plant, often you won't see plants growing underneath it. Pines are another example where allelopathy is thought to occur. However, the situation is complicated by the fact that if you think of something like a pine forest, it's going to be very dark and dense. There's going to be lots of roots in that system. And so whether it's just competition for nutrients, water and light, or is it actual chemical inhibition that's occurring, is hard to say. Either way, certain plants don't grow well together, and that's because of allelopathy, which has been Hydroponics Daily for today.